Upload is 2.16. Yeah, now it's 94.5 upload, so should work fine. Yep. Type something. Did you get that? All right. Okay. All right. Bye. Okay, so I'm going to start narrating while I do it. So one of the things that we do at War Balloon is we comp. We do compositions, test compositions of ideas we have for the user interface before we actually implement them. So I was just going to live stream my UI work today on, basically we're working on ship control. So the concept here is that when you're in the game and you're flying around in your spaceship, you have to control certain ship systems, right? So here we are with our ship, and here in Photoshop, I use Adobe Photoshop to make these compositions, and I use real assets from the game, real images from the game. So I try to make it as realistic as possible, so that way there's a little as drop as possible between this composition and the final piece. So right now I am working on the user interface for how the user opens and closes doors. So the idea here is that, you know, when you are flying around in space and you have some invaders perhaps come on your vessel, you can open an exterior door and vent them into space. But you don't want to do that when one of your guys is on your ship or in that room. So that's kind of the challenge here, is to try to get all this functionality in a nice clean package. So right now I'm looking at these doors. What I do here is in Photoshop you can change what layers of your little art project here turn on and off. These are called layer comps, and so I use these a lot to say, okay, so this is our first step. Everything's on. It's not really a first step. So this is the first step. Doors. This is just here for placeholder for my little palette there. So right now we got a green door and a red door, and I'm trying to make these objects correlate. So here's kind of how it works. You got a door, and then you have an open door, and then you have a locked door, a locked open door, and a locked closed door. So when it locks, it turns red to show that, hey, whatever state I'm in, I'm locked at. This button, this open close button, will change in real time, I anticipate. So if someone walks into the door while you're in this mode, that button would temporarily open, I think. That makes sense. And that's what this is all about, is just trying to get through it and seeing if it makes sense. So I kind of like that. Door unlocked, door locked. So unlock and lock changes the color, but open and close doesn't change the color of just the asset. I kind of like that. Cool. So then I'd click that and it would unlock it, or I would click it and it would lock it, or I would click that door and it would shut it. Alright, so that's good enough for that. So here's where I'm at with teleporters. We have teleporter. I kind of changed the comps on this. There's pretty much teleporter. Let's see what we got here. So that's power. Power looks like this. Power. So when I'm in power mode, I can turn on and off power. And so if I turn something on, it looks like that. And then if I turn something off, it looks like this. And I kind of like that. Red warns you, hey, there's no power going to this. One of the things, though, I was trying to think if we should have a number in that thing next to each one. So do I need to know what power each one takes when I'm making this decision? Text is a hard one because it always gets lost, so you kind of need to give it an outline. So I'm going to give it a stroke on the outside of 2 black. And I'm going to comp. So, part of the process of comping is to see how something looks when it's applied on the right scale. So I'm going to apply this to power. Boom. This is using potentially 5, but it's not using 5. So I guess this would be red. But that kind of looks strange. Five. So then if I basically the idea here is the situation is I have let's say I have 80 power and I take a big torpedo hit and I have -10, let's say. That's a kind of a good idea. So this will switch from negative, so it'd be -20 right now. So let's say they shot my ship and my generator went offline and I'm currently drawing out of my battery to power my ship. So it's a -20. So if I needed to save 20 power, I would turn off 4 of these 5 objects. So I'd go click, I'd click this, I'd click this, and I'd click that, and I'd click that, and then that would turn off 4, and that would get me back to 0. So you're turning these off quickly to get power management. So the red isn't really a good color for that. So let me grab this layer style, paste it on these two, paste layer style. That didn't work. Let me see if anybody's chatting. Nope. Dirt. So, let me see here. That's kind of important. You do want to know, maybe a mouse over is enough though to know. I'm going to make both versions for now, power, and then I'm going to do power B. Move that up. Power B is not going to have any of these 5s on. Off. Alright, so I click those, click, to turn them on and off, saving power. Maybe this should be red. It's tricky. You haven't done anything wrong by turning it off. That's what I worry about. That it looks like you did something wrong or something's incompatible. But the red kind of works a little better, I think. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Yep, I like that. And the other thing that we might have while the actual game's on is this nice black filter. So I like to, grab the objects and duplicate them, flatten that, add a black, and do a wash with color. And that luckily that is kind of the filter mode we'll have. So everything will turn black and white while you are in power mode. Power mode. I like the red, I think. Okay, we're going to go with the red for now. And so that's more accurate, but I don't really like to do that for now. So I'm going to turn that off. Power with numbers is a little intense, but in the red 5 is weird because it's actually costing you 0 power right now. So I don't think the numbers work. They're not intuitive. Like, they should all be red because they're all draining, except the ones that are turned off. Those should almost be yellow since they're not using 5. So I'll let the user figure that out. All right, so that's power. That looks okay. These things are not powered. So the idea here is that you can turn on and off the mode. And the difference here, so if we're looking at this left area here, you can turn on and off, on, off, on, off. And when it's on, it goes to this mode, and the game pauses, I believe. But nah, it doesn't pause. And then you've got this next mode, which is the doors. So here's the doors. Doors mode. I like that. Okay. And now we do teleporter, which I have to catch up. I added some new things, and so you get screwed on that. So here's teleporter 1. So this is kind of how this goes. Teleporter 1, part 1. Part 2, he walks over to use the machine. Part 3, she walks over, gets on the teleporter pad. Except 4, I'm not really going to comp. So the trick here is the user interface, though. So that's all work. That's how it would look in the game. So I select my engineer, walk him over to the teleporter, select my girl, walk her over to the thing, the teleporter pad, and then step 4 is like expand it to energize. That's what step 4 is. So this is everything on. So I'm going to need to start with that. So this is kind of what step 4 used to look like. Here's step 4, step 4. See, I don't think these can. The idea, anyways, I'm not doing those. It's going away. So is this for now. On, off, yeah. Just gonna hide these, not delete them. Okay. And then we got this, this, and that, and these two here. Boop. So that's the new teleporter 4. Boom. So, here we go. So, you go to the teleport pad, and this is the target. I kind of want to comp up. This is the target, and then this is how many people are going. And this is the thing that expands out. This green button here is like obviously the teleport button, but the issue I'm having is I think this needs to be yellow, because even if green means you're ready to go, it doesn't fit the color scheme. The color scheme is actually trying to be that yellow is an engineering related thing, which teleporting is. So as long as yellow is a teleporting related thing, this should be yellow, and when this thing is ready to go, it'll look like this, and when it isn't, it's going to look like that. Oops. Fill that, and fill this, and this color. Boom. Boom. And then the white goes to that. So that's off. And this is on. And if it works like Star Command Mobile, then this would fill up as it is charging. So if there's a cooldown time, that's what it would look like. But if not, it just looks like that. I think teleporting is an on and off thing. I don't think it has a cooldown timer, so I don't really know when this is. Oh, this would look like, okay, so this is how we're going to use this. So the first step is to get this and that on the same level, which it is. This is a new teleporter 4. Boom. Teleporter 4. Let's go to teleport 3. This is where it ends. So let's keep track of this. And all I need is really those. So teleporter 1. Let's turn these back on. Fresh. I go to my teleport folder and I find that thing, but I need the one that goes right here, which is this and that. Okay, those first 2 letters. So TP1. Let's turn the whole thing on. Okay, so here's our teleporter button. It's underneath the power and the lock, which is door open and close as well, because I think it's logical if both of those are in the same place. Just a little pixel. So we're going to take this. That's teleport 1. He's not at the thing. He's not at the teleporter. This is the teleporter. So he's not there yet. So this is off. The option with that is that it could be a signal that there is no person there. So here's the idea, is when, oops, oh my god, I do that sometimes. Okay, get ahead of myself. Let me open that again, delete that, new layer, and we're back. Okay, so, let me grab this. Let's see what everyone's saying. Is there any distinguishing factor between things unpowered because you turn them off and things unpowered because you lack sufficient power? That is a great point. So I suppose the question is, would power in real time update its current state? So could something be turned off or could something be turned on and be read? So let's look at that. And that's a good question. So that's something we're going to have to think about. We'll get back to that when we get to power here. But you bring up a great point, which is what happens when the filter mode is trying to tell you that you turned it off versus when the game turned it off because you don't have enough power. And that's a great question. I don't know the answer yet. So we'll get to that. Let's keep working on teleporter here for a minute more. All right, so we go to teleport mode, and so I got that off. And how do you indicate that the guy isn't there yet? But you don't really want to know all the time that he's not there, because your players aren't there most of the time. They're only at the teleporter when you need to teleport, so you don't want it to be red. So I think this gray will work. So that means, excuse me, that no one is at this teleporter. So that's okay. So there's version 1. Save that. Teleporter 2. And it is annoying because I have to turn these power icons back on, but that's okay. 1, 2. This is old. We need to hide you. So teleporter 2 is a comp that has the guy, engineer, working at this station. So when he's working at this station, it's now manned or womaned. So it has a crew member working at it. So this button, no, let me get it. So God, I have so many stupid layers, but you need that many layers. All right, hey, teleporter. Boom. Okay. None of you and you. So now that he's there, it looks like this. Boop. That's teleporter 2. Teleporter 3. The girl gets on the pad. So the difference there between 2 and 3 is she goes on the pad. So I think we need one more comp here. So this is her on the pad with, so teleporter, this will be teleporter 5. And teleporter 4 is going to be almost like teleporter 5, except this is not going to be expanded. Let's see. So I'm going to have a version where we're off of it, and it's expanded. That's the version I don't have. So I have it with her on it and expanded. Now I need her with her off of it and expanded. So to do that, I'm going to go U. This is going to be teleporter 4. TP4. I'm going to turn her on. Turn this off. That off. Turn her off. We're on our way. Refresh that. Move that. Teleporter 3. Teleporter 4. So teleporter 4, she's not on it. So this button is not ready to go yet. Boom. Because nobody's on there. And this would be 0. Oops. Hide that. Move that. And that's teleporter 4. So person, this button indicates yes, he's there. This indicates, for whatever reason, this thing's not ready to go. This cannot be activated. But once she gets on it, you can activate it. Boop. 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 So, let me think here. How are we going to... How's that working? Teleporter 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 2, boom, 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 hide, hide, hide. 4. TP4 would have that. TP3 would have this-ish. So TP2, he's there, so that would be turned on. So, where is that? Oh, that's this button. Okay. The rest of these are off. Alright, that's 3. Okay, TP4, TP5 is really the most important one. So this is probably good enough for now because I don't want to get too far. Like, the whole reason for doing these comps is that whatever I do here needs to be applicable to the entire game. So you gotta, like, that's why we're doing these. I gotta think through it. So let's go back to that power question. So the question is, and the question goes, what happens in power modes? Let's go back to power mode. So power 1, power 2. I like power 2 because I don't think we're going to get away with these numbers being there. It's just too much. So that's power 1. So let's see. You don't have an expanded version of power, the button itself. So it's pretty straightforward. When something doesn't have power, I guess it's kind of a third version. Why does it not have power? Did I turn it off? So this is what I think. All right. So there's kind of an alarm system that says, hey, this doesn't have power. Hey, this is unpowered. That's an alarm. So there's an alarm, and then there's what you have it set to. So if I have it set to power, but there is no power, it should be probably red. It's kind of different. It's like, why aren't you getting power? You're not getting power because you're turned off, or you're not getting power because you're not getting power. So let's simulate. Let's say you don't have the power mode on, and you're just hanging out in space, and your power generator goes off. So I'm going to go to all off. I'm going to go to everything on. I'm going to turn on my little things here, but nothing is actually selected on, turned on. So boom, boom, and teleporter is off right now. There isn't even a teleporter, so technically this wouldn't be there, but we're going to do it anyways. This is kind of default. And this is real related to power. So power, fine. And then let's do broken generator version of power fine. Broken generator. Okay, so the generator's offline. What happens to these powered objects? So let's just try a different version of this. So right now it's at -20, which we'll change it to, let's go to 80. Normal. Power broken. Alright, so this is power fine. Power broken. Power fine. Power broken. What changes? This. Let's make a duplicate of that. And we'll say -20. And this is going to be red. Because, you know, you're losing power. Let's just have this be a little more accurate too. Oops. This is not sweet. This is beyond normal. Boom. So that's it. Say you're losing a lot of power. Going through your battery pretty quick. That's what that is. This is probably the best color. Oops. Oops. Okay, power broken. So now I'm unpowered. So what happens when something's unpowered? Definitely the no powered alarm comes on. You need like this. So, let's see. Maybe this is going to be like door mode, where you need to say two things. Okay, so here we go. Alright, so this is powered. Since this has no power, everything with power is going to start going, I don't have power. I don't have power. Now, I don't know if they need to turn red in real time when something doesn't have power. So I just lost power because this thing got blown up. Let's just do a little quick color overlay and make this orange for some reason. I don't know. Just so you know that this is what we're talking about. Color, color dodge, just color. Okay. Boom. Power broken, power fine, power broken. So when they don't have power, should they turn red while you're playing the game? Yes, probably. No. So it kind of starts here. This is too much. I'm getting rid of this. So if you turn the power mode on and it's unpowered, let's do that. So this is power fine. This is the mode. Okay. Is it powered? So that's what it is. Oh, okay. This is how this is going to work. All right. I think I got it. This is the current status. Oops. Have to grow everything to 200 for clarity. So there. Boom. So the way this is going to work is this is your mode. And then this is your alarm. It says, dude, you're out of power on this thing. So, boop, 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 boop. That's how that works, right there. What the hell is that? What are you doing? So this is saying I wanted to be on. Oops. I don't want to be on, and I don't have power. So all these need to have 2. So, boom, 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 boom. And this is more saying, hey, I'm supposed to be on, but I don't have power. I think that's okay. I think this is fine, because on mouse over, something will move it out of the way, so I think it's fine that they overlap. Okay. We want you. Boom, boom, slide. Boom, boom, slide. Okay, boom. Save my work. Always save your work. Let's see if anyone's chatting. Derp. Cool. Alright, so as we go on, maximize that. Okay, so obviously the ship has suffered a tremendous malfunction, and all of these are wrong. It should be this. Should be that. It should be that. You will make mistakes while you design. Okay, that's good. So get that red in front of those. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Cool. Alright. It looks like shit right here, but that's okay. I don't like this overlay. But that's just how the thing is going to have to look. Maybe these would be a little taller. But honestly, these would be even taller. The idea is that these two are anchored to the object at some position based on their primitive 3D shape. Okay, so this is, what is this? This is powered power B. I'm just going to make a new layer comp. When I forget which one I'm on, I just make a new one. Let me think. Okay, so you, and you don't turn on. One sec, excuse me. Cool. Okay, so now we've got that. Power B. Hide those. So this is the new system. So this is telling you what is my current status. And I don't think these are red now. Would they be red? No, they'd be yellow. So this is how we're going to do this. This is going to be a 3-part system. These are all going to be yellow alert because you have them turned off, but you know that. You're conscious of that. So they just need to be told or show the user that, hey, I'm turned off because of you. Copy layer style, select, paste layer style, hide that, refresh, boom. Okay, we got power B. Power fine. Wait, I just fucked this up. One thing. That's power B. Power B is on. Oh, power mode is on. Okay, cool. So the second button in this, they all have to come up. So power broken has all these. So let's get these all here. Displaying greatly. Doot, 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 doot. No one said it wasn't going to be tedious, but it does do the job. Power broken, power B. So all of these turn on. Theoretically, and these scoot to match. Boop. Why are those right there? This is off-centered, but hey. I don't know why. Oh, because that's the mode. What happened here? Let's see, I've got power B. So this is a mode, power broken. Oh, that's why. And then I need LayerComp 7. So LayerComp 7 is power B. Right? Yeah. Alright, LayerComp 7 is pretty much power B, but you still have power. So you still have power, and this needs to tell you, first, am I turned off or on? Second, do I have power anyways? Yes, everything here has power. Ooh, great. So I need to turn off all these 220s. Okay. So for some reason, you've turned these off. And you've left these on. It's fine. It's fine. CP probably over here. It's fine. That's fine. Okay, so everything has to. See, now I'm thinking that. Oy vey, oy vey. I think you need a background. So this is the idea: is that these need to be a little cleaner. I don't really want to worry about this, but sometimes you do. So I'm going to grab an indicator background, which we kind of already have. So I'm going to use what we have. Always use what you have. So this is power B. I'm going to refresh that. Power broken is this one. So power B, let's see, power fine extended, or it's not extended, it's on, power mode. Power fine, power mode. Power broken, power mode. So here's power mode, boom. So we'll get to that. These are just these. So power broken means, so this is an alarm that's different. So when I turn on power mode, all of these, so this is supposed to be like this. All right, so let me get this first. We'll get those two on. So I gotta make sure that this, oops, matches that. Cool. Boop, boop. What if, all right, one person wrote, this feels sort of cluttered. What if the objects that were turned off were yellow, like you had earlier, and then red if they're turned on but unpowered? What if they're yellow if they're turned off, and red if they're turned on but have no power? I think that's what I have here, luckily. So power broken, they turn like, so this is just broken. So then I don't think they would be red. And I do agree that this does seem a little cluttered, but I think this is how SimCity did it. And sometimes that's all you got to do is SimCity 2000, fire, alarm, images. How did they do it? No, I'm not looking for fire, I'm looking for no power. Hot. What do they do? Can't seem to find what they did for power. I think they just had that electric bolt above the building. I'm not finding it, but I think that's what we had. Yeah, they're kind of using it here. There's a new one. SimCity on Android. I don't know. Let's just keep going with it. Okay, so this is power broken. So now I need a power broken power mode. Alright, so everything's fucked. And now you need to turn, you need to know which ones are broken. So all of these turn to no power, which is this. Will they also have the red? Yes, probably will have the red. So I'm going to go to power broken mode. We're going to, first off, reveal all these, duplicate them, hide the old ones, which I'll get around to. Let me put these in a layer. We put these in a grouping. Oops. So copy 12 is my new one. Copy 12 into here. That's the new ones. Move these to about there. These all turn off. And these all, oh god, where's my layer? Maybe that. Yeah, power broken. Wait. Oh. What? Use my duplicates? Power broken mode. See if I can find where these things went. Oh, maybe I didn't duplicate them. There's 12. Yeah, I did. Aha, here we go. I think that's it. Sometimes this happens. Alright, it's supposed to be power mode broken. Broken, unbroken. So I'm going to need all these again. I don't know why I didn't duplicate it. I thought I did. Don't need that one. Need this one, yes. So I need to duplicate these again. I don't know why, but boom. Hide these. And move these to where they would go, right? Yeah. It's not perfect yet, but it sure saved a lot of time. So boom. Alright, let's go. Sometimes I click and I didn't actually get the right layer, and I'm moving something, and I'm like, no. Okay, there. That looks good. Move that. That looks good. This needs a little gap. Boop, 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 boop. This needs a little gap. Boop, 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 boop. Fine there. There too. Cool. Okay, so things. So there's now power broken mode. Refresh that. So this is power fine, power broken mode. Power fine. And the big difference is going to be, if it's unpowered, it's going to be red. So this is just yellow. And then these are going to be red. So I need to make duplicates of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Since these are broken, they should be red. Not only because they're not broken. They should be red because they're unpowered, and they're supposed to be powered. They're yellow if they're unpowered anyways. So this kind of makes sense. I like this. I think this will work. Copy layer style. Boom, 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 boom. Paste layer style. Now I've got power broken, power mode. I think it looks a little cluttered, but not bad, because this is a temporary mode that you're just trying to scan everything. Now, that being said, on the left, we have these boxes we could use. So, what color should that be? They change together, it's blue. If there's something that dynamically updates, it's kind of brown. What do you think? I think they should be blue. I think blue is fine. Alright. See if anyone's chatting. I had the boat. I agree, it feels a little cluttered. Let's keep going here and see what we end up. We can always go back. So this is open. These don't even have an open mode, but I just need this doodle. So I'm going to go to power mode, fine. Power mode, broken. So it'd kind of be like this. I don't know if they blink. It's not bad if they come up though. They might be red. Maybe they would be red. But I think for now this works. Maybe this would be over the object instead of on top of it. But anyways, let's just work forward with this. And we got power mode broken. I'm going to try these. Let's see where this shit is. Boom. So it's way down there. I'm going to grab this guy. Move them all the way down there, which takes a bit from Photoshop. It's a piece of junk. You actually have to wait for the thing to go down. There. Boom. I'm getting this 200%. And more or less, these should fit in that. Boom. They don't, but that's okay for now. Is this cleaner? Let's see. This is really the area that would help the most. You can't hold. I don't know why. Sometimes you can hold, sometimes you have to tap it individually. There. This is the problem with having so many layers, but that's what you gotta do. Alright, so that's the problem. There. Boom. Boom. Let me just grab this, copy that, delete that, go to you, paste, move, scoot back. I don't know if I like this. This is a power mode. It's meant to be temporary, so I don't think we need it. These buttons. It's kind of nice, but I don't know. Well, I think this is a good place to stop. I'm going to just delete that. I don't like those yet, and maybe next time you'll see where I ended up with a solution to that. So that was about an hour of me doing some UI stuff. I hope you guys liked it. Looks like there were 9 of you nerds on here watching, so that's great. So yeah, thanks for the feedback. It's a really great point that someone brought up. Reaper NX, thank you so much for that great point about power. You have had a positive impact on the development of this game. So that's where we're leaving it. Let's just summarize here for my own benefit more than anything. So here we go. We've got teleporter. Kind of got to get these in order, but power, fine. And there's a power mode. Click that on. Look at a glance. All right, this one's off. This one's off, and this one's off. The rest of them are on in blue. There's power broken. Uh-oh. Generator just dropped. I don't think these need to filter mode, but we might. And then there's the last step. Cool. This one's supposed to be powered and is not, so it's red. This one is not supposed to be powered. It's yellow, but it is unpowered. None of that changes. So I kind of like that. I kind of like that. All right. So there's power broken. So then we got teleporter. So we got teleporter 1. Nothing's happening. First teleporter 2 walks to the unit, turns on. Teleporter 3, she walks to the unit. See, this is missing this. These. That's the point of these buttons. When you slide this closed, I still need these buttons. So it was missing that. I hope this is that. Never is. No. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Go to that. So he would not be able to fire this right now, so this would be gray. So I'm going to duplicate that layer, scoot it over. These are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces away from the other guy. So yay, there's teleport 2. He is at the station, but she is not on the pad. 3, she is on the pad now, the teleporter pad, so this is now ready to fire, which means we need this over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hide. Show. No. Show. Oh, good. Teleporter 3. So teleporter 2 is the same as teleporter 4, but it's not expanded. Let me just put that right there. Boop, 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 boop. Cool. I like that. And then door mode. So this is open. Oh no. Where's door mode? I don't even know where I put that. Ah, here it is. Door. Like this. Doors. So this door mode. The color indicates locked or unlocked. Red is locked. Green is unlocked. Cool. Keep that door locked because that would vent into space. Looking good. Cool. Well, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Pache. I love. Bada game. Big update coming June 20th. Let's start command Galaxies.com. Thanks for watching. We're going to keep doing this. Thanks for joining. See you guys.